Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm back at the camper this weekend, and I'm going to replace this little part right here. I can't remember exactly what it's called, some sort of vacuum valve, and it has what it's used for is it's set up inside the wall here, and you can see where I took it apart, and there's that cotton ball that I stuck in that line going into the crapper tank. Yeah, it got really nasty in here because the tank was venting inside the camper. The other valve came apart or something internally, and when I engaged it to flush the black water tank, it started flooding the bottom of our camper. So had to shut it down and take it apart, and it took a little bit to figure out what the heck it was. As far as what they call that part, and evidently there's been some problems with this valve in other campers, and I didn't find out until later that the company that manufactured it was replacing them for free. So even though I already bought this one from eBay, I'm going to contact the company and see about getting a extra valve just so I have it just in case it comes apart again. So anyway, I'm fixing to put this back in line and flush this tank out. But you know, with that valve being removed, and if you don't put a piece of cotton on that hose that enters into the black water tank, it literally vents itself into the camper, and man, there's nothing worse than that black water smell. God, I almost threw up the last time we were down here because it was venting into the camper, or it was coming up through the pot whenever you would go to flush it, and just right in your face. So anyhow, when I get this all put back together, I'll bring you back, let you look at it, and then we'll move on to the fun stuff this weekend. So happy Father's Day to everyone, and we'll see you shortly. Alright, there it is. Got it all put back together. I've got a little bit of a leak on that fitting right there, and I don't know if I just need to get it a little bit tighter or if I should go back and put some plumber's tape on it. It didn't have any plumber's tape on it when I took it apart, so I'm really not sure if it's going to need any of that, or just I need to get a pair of pliers. It's hand tight. It's as tight as I can get it. Anyhow, it's working. It's not flooding the camper, so that's a good thing. And then the next projects I've got, I got that new golf cart, so I've got a new bushing set for the leaf springs and a better steering wheel than what's on it. But anyhow, project number one's done. It's time to get the rest of the things going. Here's kind of a brief view. There's my fresh water for my coffee pot, my favorite beer. Those dishes need to be put away from the last time we were down here. And yeah, all is good in the wood, fellas. All is good in the wood. See you shortly. Alright, project number 2. I got that nappy old steering wheel off the golf cart. Here's the shaft. Wheels are lined up. And I got this, what they call an Indy style steering wheel. You get it out of the plastic so y'all can see it. And then that goes over on top like so. I think I like that better than that. I've never been a big fan of a chrome steering column with an aluminum steering wheel like some of them street rodders do. Sold steering wheels like that for years. And the answer, my friends, is no. Anyhow, I'm going to see if a friend of mine wants that steering wheel. I'll just give it to him. It ain't worth nothing to me. Anyhow, I'm going to get this back together, and I'll bring you back when I'm done. Okay, there it is. That's in place. I do like that better. The only thing that kind of bothers me is that gap right there. Of course, I think that column was made for that other steering wheel. So eventually what I'll do is I'll replace it with an original black steering column and make it look better than what it is now. Anyhow, that'll work for now. And then I got some fender flares to put on it, and then the spring shackle bushings back here. As you can see, I think. Where's the... I got my big fat fingers in the way. Them old bushings are gone out of that. So we're going to get that fixed this weekend too. So anyhow, I'll bring you back. Good evening, everyone. Saturday evening. I didn't look at the time. It's probably around 8:30 or so. Sunset here at Lake Eufaula. I'll share some of my happy place with you. I had come back here earlier to retrieve a beaver. It was a beaver chew piece of driftwood, and I drug it up here up on the shore to come back for it later, and somebody else found it. So there goes the top of my headboard from my bed. That would have been cool, but hey, you know, that's the way the weenie wiggles. Move your meat, lose your seat. But we got the golf cart fixed. Suspension's good as new as far as the rear. Spring shackle bushings all done up nice. There they are. We got the rear spring shackle bushings done, and then we got the front bushings replaced. Another issue we found with the cart was the front shocks, and I priced them on eBay, and yeah, $100 bill for a set of shocks for this, but that's how it works. I'm just listening to the waves. That was from a wake on a boat. Look at that beautiful sunset. My wife made it back from her son's graduation from boot camp in the Army, and he's already in Hawaii. And she stopped here at the lake. It's on the way home, so she just stopped, and she's already in bed. Her day started at 1 a.m. Mine started about 4:30. Got the coffee ready at 5, and it sure hit the spot. But I don't know, there's just something about the waves, and I finally got a decent job, and then of course I got my wood log furniture hobby. It's starting to pick up a little bit, and I'm hoping that I could wind up making a small business out of it. But I'm going to have to start really collecting material for that. When I get back home, I'm going to start, I got to get in touch with a friend of mine and take some logs over to his mill and get them slabbed out. And there's somebody going across the lake now. We're going to get all that done. Once we get this golf cart finished, I still have fender flares to put on it, and we may do that in the morning. I was wanting to, what I'd hoped was to have everything done today so I can do a little bass fishing in the morning, but that didn't materialize, which is fine. I mean, I enjoyed working on this and getting it set up, and there's a pair of boats there. Anyhow, I guess I'm just enjoying that sunset and fixing to head back to the camper and watch some westerns on Grit TV. There, you never know, there might be a John Wayne movie pop up. Anyhow, we're going to bring this evening to a close, and if I get anything else going as far as projects or something, I'll bring you guys in on it, share the experiences with you, and until then, I'll see you shortly. Yeah, there we go. Thought I'd bring you back real quick, and I've always enjoyed the lightning bugs ever since I was little. You know, catching them and putting them in a jar. They just, I just, there's just, to me, they're really cool, and they're beginning to come out, and I thought I'd share this with you, let you see the fireflies or lightning bugs or whatever you guys want to call them. I don't know, there's just something about being in the woods, and I'm thankful that we have this location that we can come out to. Of course, the property is that we're at, as far as where the camper's at, is clear, but the lot next door to us is wooded, and then of course we have access to this land here, which belongs to the Corps of Engineers here close to the lake, and we can enjoy these fireflies and wildlife and birds, and you know, just all sorts of things. And I don't know, I find peace here. I can literally I can talk to God and actually hear Him in the quiet, just a small still voice. And whether you believe or not, that's your deal. That's between you and God. I do. Christ is my Savior, and I'm not ashamed. Anyway, I thought I'd share the fireflies with you anyway, for the most part, and I will catch you a little bit later. Good night. All right, quick follow-up on that little fitting in there. I got it tightened down a little bit more. Got that little leak to stop, so the valve's in place. Everything's working properly, and I am giving that black water tank a good old-fashioned flushing. Anyhow, I'm going to put the cover back on that. We're going to call this project done, and also, unless the wife took off with it, yeah, there it is. got all that stuff done on that. So we're going to get ready to go for a little ride after I finish. But there's the new fender flares. I don't know if you're going to see it real well because of the sun. Maybe so. And that side and the front. And now we don't have to worry about getting hit in the face with rocks anymore. So anyhow, I'll bring you back if I find something else interesting. I don't know if you can hear that bird chirping, but it's that blue jay, and I have never heard that sound before. It's completely different. And there he is.